Let's see how form workflows can be used to very quickly update whether or not somebody has opted into a consent value or wants to opt out of it. Now, when building these, I really do strongly recommend using one of the multi-choice fields. Now, you can use almost any field type for whatever reason, but I recommend the drop-down multi-choice or the checkbox multi-choice because we want people to say, yeah, I maybe want to opt into a bunch of these, but also they want to have the ability to unselect it if needs be. Whereas with a radio choice, if they click a button, then that button doesn't really go away. So these give you a lot of flexibility. Anyway, I've added a checkbox multi-choice field, I've renamed it, and we have these two different options here. If I load up the form, it looks the part. However, there's nothing telling Gecko that if somebody fills in the form and checks these two boxes to actually update the contact record with these two values yet. So let's go into the workflows and let's get this changed. So in the very first workflow we want to build, we're going to add the condition that's important that says if the field on the form I want to opt into or out of contains email. Now, contains is important. We don't know if they're going to select email, if they're going to select email and SMS, if it's just going to be SMS. So we just want to say, Gecko, look out, and if one of the values in this field happens to be email, then immediately we want to assign a consent value, and we want to give consent to email. Now we can really quickly turn this on its head as well. We can clone this workflow and say, actually, if it doesn't contain this particular value, so if none of the values selected happen to include email, then what we want to do is instead of giving consent to email, we withdraw consent from email. Really simple and straightforward. And you can then do exactly the same. We can clone it and change it to SMS and SMS, and clone this one and change that to SMS and SMS. The result, however, is this. We can fill in the form with wonderfully realistic details here. If they opt into email, then we'll show responses. We can see that this contact on their contact record has indeed got that consent value to receive emails.